Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have an exciting video, and it's the best technique you can use to manifest anything you want fast. So yeah, just before I dive into it, guys, we are giving away a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. Link is in the description. That also signs you up for our mailing list, so you'll actually know of whenever our coaches have a sale or anything. So yeah, very, very exciting. Definitely check out the free course, as well as, you'll be the first to be notified if we have sales. So and also, guys, I do have an affirmation track. It's intentions to get rid of the third party. A lot of success coming in from it, as well as I do have a daily manifestation journal and a mental diet journal to help you manifest anything you want fast. There is instructions in each book on how to do it. There's a digital and a hard copy. So yeah, links are all in the description below. So guys, let's dive into it. Oh, first of all, let's talk about my hair and makeup. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Makeup good? On point? Hair? I was actually, yes, you guys may know, I'm getting married in less than 2 weeks. Actually, by the time this airs, it might be less than a week. So yeah, so I was just actually doing a trial run. This isn't the hair it's going to be an updo, but don't tell Andrew. But she took it down, so because we have a photo shoot tonight. So yeah, so I thought I'd be something a little bit more nicer for the sundress I'm wearing for this photo shoot. So really excited about that. But anyway, yeah, leave a comment. Let me know. I don't wear makeup much. You guys know that. So I'm having a minute getting adjusted to it. So I guess I could have reapplied the lipstick, but anyway, moving on. So guys, the best technique to manifest anything fast is 100% a mental diet. I mean, all those other techniques out there are great, like, SATs and scripting and that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, we need a mental diet. We 100% do. I remember years ago, when I was looking to manifest stuff, I was like scripting it out, writing out goals, and things weren't happening, and I couldn't figure out why. And when I finally figured out, I was like, oh my goodness, like here I am, like writing and scripting, all this stuff about what I want at night or during the day. But then yet the rest of the day, I was having negative thoughts about it, negative thoughts about myself, negative thoughts about the situation. And it really just kind of undoes it, right? So first and foremost is a really good, clean mental diet. And that means no questioning at all. Questioning anything is actually not focusing on what you want, and it's not good to have in your mental diet. So the first thing that you want to do is get crystal clear on what you want to manifest, because if you're experiencing hot and cold behavior, that's because your thoughts are back and forth, hot and cold. So the first thing you want to do is get clear on what you want. What is it that you want? If it's a relationship that you want, okay, get clear on it. Now, what do you want in that relationship? Okay, so get clear on what it looks like. So if you want a committed relationship where they move in with you and you guys see each other every day and spend time together, or are you wanting a relationship where they don't live with you, but they make you a priority every night of the week, spend time with you, or Friday? How often do you want them to call you? Like, what does your ideal relationship look like? What do you want to create, right? And then you take a look at all of your thoughts and your current reality of where you are now. And sometimes it's really helpful to write out your whole entire current reality and just highlight, any of the things in there that are not in line with your end goal, right? So like, for instance, if your ideal relationship looks like that, your specific person, takes you out every Friday night, but your current reality is they're always going out with their friends, then you're going to have to change that assumption about them to they always are with you instead of their friends on Friday night, right? So, that's really where it comes down to, is your mental diet. So your assumptions about the other person, your assumptions about yourself, and then your assumptions about relationships in general, okay? So you want to assume things about the other person that are in line with what your goal is. So, if you want your specific person to make you a priority, then you may want to change your assumption if you think that, they always put their video games first or their friends first. Okay, so then it'll be like, no, they never put their friends first. They're always going to make me a priority. But then that's like during the day, right? So let's say you're going through your day. It's like, Friday morning or Thursday night, and you're like, okay, you know what, I'd really like, to go my SP to take me out tomorrow. And then all of a sudden you think, oh, but you know what, his video games or his friends always come first. It's like, no, No, he always puts me before his friends and we are going to go out. So every single thought that you have throughout the day about your situation and about your specific person has to be in line with that end goal that you got crystal clear on with. Okay, so there's no questioning, there's no doubting, right? You've got to catch yourself in those moments, and you got to remind yourself that, you know what, your thoughts create, and everyone is you pushed out. So what you think, you are going to create in your reality. Now, one thing I would like to clear up is everyone is you pushed out is not a technique, okay? It is actually how the law of assumption works, okay? And the law of attraction, it's exactly how it works. So it's the mechanism of it. So everyone and everything is you pushed out, meaning they are going to show up exactly the way that you think they're going to show up, okay? Because they're your thoughts pushed out. They're your assumptions about them pushed out. Okay, so if you think that your microwave is really good, it's going to last for 20 years, it's going to last for 20 years. If you think your microwave is cheap and it's not built very well and it's going to break, it's going to break. I intend my microwave lasts for 20 years, okay? But that's exactly how a mental diet is. As soon as you say something negative, you've got to clean it up right away, okay? It's okay to say something negative or have a moment of thinking something negative, but it's catching it and revising it right on the spot. It's like, no, my microwave's going to last for 20 years. So is my car's going to last forever, okay? My car is going to last longer than me. Okay. So it's really about listening to yourself all day and catching your thoughts. It's not no questioning what your specific person is thinking. I mean, you're a powerful creator. And because everyone is you pushed out, everything is a reflection of your assumptions. You start assuming what they think about you. Okay. You've always been creating. This isn't anything new. Now that you're consciously aware of it, you just know now what to do and what not to do to get what you want quicker. But you've been creating your entire life. Okay. So everyone is you pushed out is not a technique. It is actually the explanation of how the law of assumption actually works in your reality, right? So yeah, you just start assuming, okay, my specific person loves to make me a priority. They want to see me more than their friends. Of course they do. You're absolutely amazing. Why wouldn't they, right? You know, they always spend time with you. They want the same things in the relationship that you want, you know, everything. Just, you know, really create the assumptions about the other person, because I do think in my experience of all the years of me doing this is one thing, and throughout the, you know, my coaching experience is one thing that's always overlooked is the assumptions of the other person. You know, we work on our, you know, self-concept a lot, but then we seem to forget that we need to work on the assumptions of the other person, because, you know, the other person and what you assume of them is the big piece to the puzzle when it comes to recreating somebody or manifesting an SP, okay? Your story about what they think about you and how they feel about you has got to be rock solid, right? So take some time right now, write down, what does your SP think about you? The one thing I love to hear in this community is a lot of people say, if you desire it, your desire desires you. Your desire desires you. Well, okay, yeah, all my desires desire me. My specific person desires me, right? Everything that I want out there desires me. You know, the day, my wedding day going perfectly, that desires me. That is going to happen. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So it's just about catching yourself in those times of worry and doubt and reacting and pulling yourself together and, you know, just telling yourself, look at, I create, my thoughts create. Everything in the reality is for me to create. I'm this powerful person. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to hear. This is what I want to experience in my reality, right? You know, because that's all we need to do. I always recommend, and I'll recommend it again, is doing a list of little tiny manifestations, okay? Because, you know, sometimes it's that one little thing that you think about that somebody brings over, you know, that you're like, oh, yes, everyone's being pushed out. That's right. This really works. This really works. You know, like I remember I was wanting a zebra striped wallet, and then a week later, my mom brought me one. I didn't even tell her I wanted one. She just found it and thought I would like it. And I did. And every time I look at that wallet, I'm like, yeah, everyone's me pushed out, you know, and like same with like my balloon dog statue I got. I totally manifested that. And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, everyone's me pushed out. I got this. So it's just about getting yourself out of the habit of worrying, doubting, you know, having those complaining conversations in our mind, you know, and just pulling ourselves together in that moment and saying, no, this is what I want. What do I want? You know, a really good way to, like, you know, basically check to see if you are doing a good mental diet is every time you have a thought, just ask yourself, do I want to create that? And if the answer is no, then you want to change that thought. Or check in with your feelings. If you're sitting there and you're feeling anxiety, ask yourself, what thoughts am I having that are giving me anxiety? Because if you're feeling anxiety, that's because your thoughts create your emotions. So check in with what your thoughts are. What thoughts are you having that are giving you that feeling? And then change those thoughts, right? You know, I remember one time I was going to this networking event, and for some reason I was having anxiety about it. And I thought to myself, I'm like, Amanda, I'm like, you know, everyone's you pushed out and your thoughts create. Like, why are you nervous? And I'm like, well, I'm scared of what people think about me. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay. So then I started saying, they're going to think I'm absolutely amazing, that I'm like the best thing ever, that they love talking with me. And like, you know, and I'm going to have so many people getting our business card and going on the channel, whatever. And then I felt better and I went, and that's exactly what happened. So it's just about checking in with yourself, you know, and going, okay, well, how am I feeling? And if you're feeling anything other than good, then it's like, okay, what am I thinking? You know what I mean? And really dissecting the thoughts that are creating those feelings, right? Yeah, anyways, guys, I intend this video helps absolutely everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready and yeah, get ready for a photo shoot tonight and stuff. So guys, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, remember, you can be, do, and have anything you want. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.